And because it's still winter here in Belgium and we have a really cold temperature, so the best thing to start your meal is to eat a warm soup. And today I'm going to make leek and pea soup. So now in the pan I saute first garlic and one shallot or one onion, and then I add the leek. I use frozen leek. I use 3 cups of frozen leek, and I'm also going to use 3 cups of frozen pea later. And now they are sauteing now with olive oil. So when it's a little bit soft, I'm going to add the pea, because the pea or the peas is very easy to cook and become soft. And when they're all mixed up and soft, I'm going to add some water and to let it simmer for a while, and add one bouillon, vegetable bouillon, and let it simmer until it is soft. I'm going to season it with salt and pepper and taste it. And once I have the balance of the flavor, I'm going to add boiling water. I have already ready boiling water so that it will boil very fast. And at the end, before I blend it or mix it with a blender, I'm going to add fried smoked bacon. The smoked bacon is going to give a kind of a special taste to your soup. So, and then before you serve it, you're going now to season it when it still needed some salt and pepper. Now I add the frozen peas in the casserole together. Now it is sauteing with the leek, garlic, and onion. And I add already also 1 cube of chicken bouillon or vegetable bouillon, but I use vegetable bouillon. I place a little bit of black pepper in it, and then when it's a little bit soft, I'm going to add a few cups of boiling water. Now it depends upon how do you like your soup to be, thick or thin. And because the pea is already, it will give already a kind of volume to your soup. You don't need any more potatoes to add, so that will make it thick. It will add already the thickness to the soup. So now it's almost soft, because fresh frozen peas, they easily become soft. So now I'm going to add 3 to 4 cups of water. It depends upon how you wanted your soup to be. So I'm now going to add boiling water. Now I add 5 cups of boiling water, and then I'm going to let it simmer. And I'm going now to add also the baked smoked bacon. I fry it in olive oil, and then I'm going now to add it there and to let it boil together with the rest of the vegetable, so that the flavor of the smokiness of the bacon will also be there in the soup. And then after a few minutes, I'm going to use a blender, or I use a kind of to mix it all together, a mixer, and then taste it. And if it's still a little bit thick, a little bit more water if you wanted it. But this one is more than enough for me, the thickness of the soup. So, and then taste it if it still needed some salt and pepper, and then you can still add it. So it's very easy to make soup. It is very good for winter. You eat it with the toasted bread, or those fried small pieces of old bread that you fry, or place it in the oven, and then that's very good to eat it with it. Now the bacon is already added to it. You can see it in the pan that the pieces of smoked bacon is boiling together with the rest of the vegetables, the peas, the leek, the onion, and the garlic. And then I'm going to lower a little bit the fire, and then in a few minutes I'm going to blender it. Yeah, my friends, after 5 to 7 minutes of boiling, now it's the right time now to blender it, or to mix it with the mixer. Here, my dear friends, my pea soup is already finished. I'm going to still to let it boil and simmer at low fire for a few minutes, but it's already finished. In other places and other countries, they use also mint in making their pea soup because it gives really a very good and fresh taste. And here now is gently simmering in a low fire. And the consistency of the soup is just more than enough, because once it started to cool off, it will become more thicker. So when you have to eat it later, it become cold, and you can see that is a little bit thick. You can still add a little bit of boiling water or water. And if you don't have leek at home, you can use green celery, or the white celery or the white celery. You can add it also instead of more bleak if you don't have bleak. Or you can add also, sometimes I add also a small broccoli together with the pea or with the peas. Or you can also use courgette. You can also add it with pea, a little bit of courgette and more of pea, and then you have a very delicious warm soup during winter days. And it's really very good for eating, and it will warm you up. And so, thank you for watching, my dear friends, and have a nice evening. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and like my video and share it if you can. And have a good evening. God bless you all and take care.